Dealing with toxic people can be challenging, but there are effective strategies to manage their behavior and protect your well-being. Here are 13 clever ways to deal with toxic people. Number 1. Focus on your goals. Focusing on your goals is essential when dealing with toxic people, as it helps you stay grounded and resilient in the face of negativity. Toxic individuals often attempt to distract or derail you with their drama, demands, or manipulative behavior, pulling you away from what truly matters. By keeping your attention firmly on your own objectives and priorities, you can maintain clarity and purpose, even when others try to throw you off course. It's important to regularly remind yourself of your goals and why they matter to you. This can serve as a powerful motivator to stay on track. Whether your goals are related to your career, personal growth, relationships, or well-being, they are a reflection of your values and aspirations. Toxic people may try to undermine your confidence or create obstacles, but by staying focused, you can avoid being drawn into their negativity. Establishing a daily routine or action plan can help you keep your goals front and center, making it easier to brush off distractions. Additionally, surrounding yourself with supportive people who encourage your progress can reinforce your commitment. Ultimately, by prioritizing your goals over the distractions created by toxic individuals, you take control of your life and steer it in the direction you desire. Number 2. Surround yourself with positive people. Surrounding yourself with positive people is a powerful strategy for counterbalancing the effects of toxic individuals. A supportive network of uplifting and encouraging individuals provides emotional resilience and strengthens your well-being. Positive people can offer perspective, empathy, and encouragement, which can help mitigate the impact of negativity from toxic individuals. They can serve as a source of validation and motivation, reinforcing your self-worth and helping you stay focused on your goals. By actively seeking out and cultivating relationships with those who inspire and support you, you create a buffer against the negativity that toxic people might bring into your life. Engaging with positive individuals can also enhance your mood, boost your confidence, and provide practical advice for managing challenging situations. This network not only helps you cope with the stress caused by toxic people, but also contributes to a more balanced and fulfilling life. Prioritizing relationships with supportive and optimistic individuals fosters a healthier environment and enables you to thrive despite the presence of negativity. Number 3. Keep conversations short. Keeping conversations short with toxic people is a smart way to protect your time and energy. Toxic individuals often try to monopolize conversations, steering them toward negative topics or draining your emotional reserves with their complaints and criticisms. By politely but firmly limiting the duration of your interactions, you can prevent them from overwhelming you. When a conversation starts to turn negative or feels like it's going in circles, it's okay to excuse yourself gracefully. You might say something like, "I have to get back to work," or "It's been nice catching up, but I need to go." This approach allows you to maintain your boundaries without escalating the situation. Another tactic is to redirect the conversation to a more neutral or positive subject, which can diffuse negativity and keep the interaction brief. The key is to stay in control of your time, ensuring that it's spent on things that contribute to your well-being rather than on draining exchanges. By managing the length and tone of your conversations, you protect your emotional health and maintain a sense of balance in your interactions. Number 4. Practice empathy, but don't overdo it. Practicing empathy when dealing with toxic people can help you maintain perspective and stay calm, as it allows you to recognize that their negative behavior often stems from their own unresolved issues or personal struggles. Understanding that someone's toxicity might be rooted in past trauma, insecurity, or mental health challenges can foster a sense of compassion, making it easier to avoid taking their behavior personally. However, It's crucial to strike a balance between empathy and self-protection. While empathy can help you navigate interactions with more patience and less emotional reactivity, it should not become a justification for tolerating disrespectful or harmful behavior. Overextending your empathy can lead to excusing actions that are damaging to you or others, allowing toxic patterns to persist unchecked. It's important to set clear boundaries and recognize when to distance yourself if the relationship becomes too draining or destructive. Empathy should be used as a tool to understand and manage interactions, not as a reason to accept mistreatment. By maintaining this balance, you can approach toxic people with kindness and understanding without sacrificing your own well-being or becoming entangled in their negativity. Number 5. Focus on solutions. Focusing on solutions rather than dwelling on problems is an effective way to manage conversations with toxic individuals. Toxic people often thrive on discussing issues and amplifying negativity, which can drain your energy and exacerbate stress. When faced with their complaints or grievances, redirecting the conversation toward finding practical solutions can help shift the focus from problem-laden discussions to constructive outcomes. For instance, if a toxic person is constantly complaining about a situation, you might say, "I understand this is frustrating. What can we do to improve it?" This approach not only helps to address the issue at hand, but also minimizes the opportunity for negativity to dominate the conversation. By focusing on solutions, you encourage a more positive and proactive dialogue, which can reduce tension and increase productivity. This method also reinforces your role as someone who seeks to resolve problems rather than engage in unproductive lamentations. Maintaining this solution-oriented mindset helps you stay grounded and ensures that your interactions remain constructive, reducing the emotional impact of dealing with toxic individuals and fostering a more positive environment. Number 6. Set boundaries. Setting boundaries is crucial when dealing with toxic people. It's about clearly defining what behavior you consider acceptable and consistently enforcing those limits. Boundaries are a form of self-respect, signaling to others how you expect to be treated. It's important to recognize that toxic individuals often test these limits, pushing to see how much they can get away with. Therefore, being firm and consistent in your responses is key. Saying no might feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you're used to accommodating others, but it's a powerful tool for protecting your mental and emotional health. Boundaries can be both physical and emotional, whether it's limiting time spent with someone, avoiding certain topics, or refusing to engage in negative conversations. It's also essential to communicate these boundaries clearly, without feeling the need to justify or explain yourself excessively. If the toxic person refuses to respect your boundaries, don't hesitate to distance yourself from them. Sometimes creating space is necessary to maintain your peace and well-being. Remember, setting boundaries isn't about being rude or unkind. It's about taking care of yourself and ensuring that your interactions with others are healthy and respectful. Number 7. Limit interaction. Limiting interaction with toxic people is an effective strategy for preserving your mental and emotional well-being. Toxic individuals often drain your energy, leaving you feeling stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed. By minimizing the time you spend with them, you can protect yourself from their negative influence. Start by identifying the situations where you typically encounter these individuals, and then make a conscious effort to reduce your exposure. This might mean avoiding certain social gatherings, declining invitations, or setting strict time limits on meetings. When interaction is unavoidable, keep conversations short and to the point. Toxic people often try to draw you into their drama or negativity, but by steering the conversation towards neutral or positive topics, you can maintain control over the interaction. It's also helpful to prepare exit strategies in advance, such as having a polite excuse ready to end the conversation or remove yourself from the situation. Remember, your time and energy are valuable, and you have the right to protect them. By limiting unnecessary interactions with toxic people, you create more space in your life for positive, uplifting relationships and activities that contribute to your happiness and well-being. Number 8. Stay calm. Staying calm when dealing with toxic people is a powerful way to disarm their negativity and protect your own peace of mind. Toxic individuals often thrive on creating drama and provoking emotional reactions from others, as this gives them a sense of control or validation. By maintaining your composure, you deny them the reaction they seek, which can deflate their efforts to engage you in conflict. Remaining calm allows you to think more clearly and respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively. This can prevent situations from escalating and helps you stay in control of the interaction. It's important to remember that their behavior is a reflection of them, not you, and by not taking their actions personally, you can maintain your emotional distance. Techniques such as deep breathing, pausing before responding, and keeping your tone neutral can help you stay grounded. Additionally, practicing mindfulness or visualization techniques before encountering a toxic person can prepare you to stay calm, even in the face of provocation. Over time, this approach not only protects your emotional health, but also can diminish the toxic person's influence over you, as they realize their tactics are ineffective. Staying calm is not about suppressing your feelings, but rather about choosing how you want to respond, putting your well-being first. Number 9. Don't engage in arguments. Refusing to engage in arguments with toxic individuals is crucial for maintaining your emotional equilibrium. Toxic people often seek out conflicts as a way to assert control, manipulate situations, or simply create chaos. They might provoke you with inflammatory statements, exaggerated complaints, or personal attacks, hoping to draw you into a heated exchange. However, engaging in such arguments rarely leads to a constructive outcome. Instead, it often results in increased frustration, stress, and a perpetuation of the toxic behavior. By refusing to take the bait, you can diffuse potential conflicts before they escalate. This doesn't mean ignoring issues that genuinely need to be addressed, but rather recognizing when a discussion is unproductive or driven by negative motives. You can set boundaries by calmly stating that you're not interested in arguing, or by redirecting the conversation to a more neutral or solution-oriented topic. Sometimes the best response is no response. Simply walking away or changing the subject can be powerful ways to signal that you won't participate in the drama. Remember, engaging in a toxic argument gives the other person power over your emotions and time. By choosing not to engage, you retain control and protect your peace of mind. Number 10. Use neutral language. Using neutral language when communicating with toxic individuals is a key strategy for preventing misunderstandings and reducing the likelihood of conflict. Toxic people often twist words, looking for opportunities to escalate situations or manipulate conversations to their advantage. By choosing your words carefully and sticking to a calm, non-confrontational tone, you can minimize the chances of your statements being misinterpreted or used against you. Neutral language involves avoiding emotionally charged words or phrases that could be seen as combative. For example, instead of saying, "You always make things difficult," you might say, "It seems like we're having a hard time finding a solution." This shifts the focus from blame to problem solving and reduces the emotional intensity of the conversation. Additionally, using I statements, such as "I feel" or "I think" rather than use statements, can help to express your perspective without sounding accusatory. Maintaining a neutral tone also involves being mindful of your body language and facial expressions, which can convey just as much as your words. By staying neutral and composed, you make it harder for the toxic person to provoke you or twist your words, and you increase the likelihood of having a more constructive and less stressful interaction. Number 11. Use humor. Using humor can be an effective way to diffuse tension and disarm toxic behavior, provided it is applied appropriately. A well-timed, lighthearted comment can shift the mood of a conversation and break the cycle of negativity that toxic individuals often perpetuate. Humor can disarm hostility by reducing emotional intensity and creating a more relaxed atmosphere. It helps to shift focus away from conflict and can make interactions less stressful and more manageable. However, it's important to use humor tactfully, ensuring it's not perceived as mocking or dismissive. The goal is to lighten the situation without escalating it or further provoking the toxic person. When humor is used wisely, it can create a moment of levity that diffuses potential conflicts and fosters a more positive interaction. This approach can help you maintain your composure and navigate challenging conversations with greater ease. Number 12. Document interactions. Documenting interactions with toxic individuals is a crucial strategy, especially in environments where their behavior might escalate or where formal action may be necessary, such as in the workplace. Keeping detailed records of your interactions provides evidence of their behavior, which can be invaluable if you need to address the issue with authorities, supervisors, or legal entities. Start by noting the date, time, and context of each interaction, along with specific details of what was said or done. This documentation can include emails, messages, or written summaries of verbal exchanges. By maintaining a clear, objective record, you protect yourself from potential disputes or misinterpretations. Additionally, thorough documentation can support your case if you need to demonstrate a pattern of toxic behavior or seek intervention. This proactive approach not only helps safeguard your own well-being, but also ensures that you have concrete evidence to substantiate any claims you might need to make. Keeping records is a practical step in managing toxic relationships, helping to establish a clear account of events and supporting your efforts to resolve or mitigate the situation effectively. Number 13. Walk away. Walking away from a toxic person can often be the most effective way to preserve your peace of mind and emotional well-being. Sometimes no amount of communication or intervention can resolve the negativity or harmful behavior of a toxic individual. In such cases, removing yourself from the situation is a necessary step to protect your mental health. It's important to recognize that you are not obligated to endure distressing or damaging interactions for the sake of maintaining a relationship. Prioritizing your own well-being means having the courage to step away when a situation becomes too harmful or unproductive. Walking away doesn't have to be confrontational. It can be done respectfully and with minimal drama. Simply excuse yourself from the conversation or leave the environment where the toxic behavior is occurring. By taking this step, you reaffirm your commitment to self-care and ensure that you're not compromising your own emotional stability for the sake of someone else's dysfunction. Ultimately, choosing to walk away is a powerful way to reclaim your peace and focus on positive, supportive relationships. Implementing these strategies can help you maintain your emotional health and well-being, even when dealing with challenging individuals.